Hello guys, and welcome to Noobz TV. Thank you very much for being patient with us. I am Cause and Effects. You are watching us live here at the Noobz Gaming Lounge in Margate, where we are going to be having our second official tournament of the night, and our second Rocket League tournament, actually. So it's really exciting stuff. We've got our returning champions Andrew and Drago back, and we're going to be starting by watching them face off against Josh and Samir out in the lounge. We've also got another match that we won't be streaming going on at the same time, which is going to be Noobz and Ian versus Jack and Mitchell, and we will give you an update on that as soon as their match concludes. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is head over to the multicam, as it were, and we'll see what they're up to. So all the guys just loading up at the moment, and I will get some titles up for you guys so you can see who is who and where they are. So there we go. So at the top we're going to have Drago on the left and Andrew on the right, and then at the bottom half of the screen we're going to have Josh on the left and Samir on the right. Now Drago and Andrew of course took the doubles tournament by storm last time, and Drago also happened to win the singles tournament. I'm pleased to tell you guys that he is back in the singles tournament again. Andrew has decided not to worry necessarily for the time being. I'm just going to go outside and quickly correct his camera to make sure it's all good, and we'll get cracking. Okay guys, so they're just sorting out their configurations, and as soon as everyone's all good to go, we will be cracking on with the first match. So in the meantime, we're just going to leave you watching them warm up. Let us know if you're returning, if you saw these guys perform in the first tournament. Obviously, Josh and Smith both from the entries. Josh, having member of the lounge, and I would like to say resident as a very animated young man. Definitely an entertainer by nature. I realise I've moved Andrew's camera too low. No dear. 2 seconds. There we go. Alright, dude. Yeah, I'll run it. Alright, see you soon. Okay guys, so we've resolved the camera issue. I do apologise about any motion sickness you got from watching me fumble Andrew's can. But it's all good. I can see their beautiful faces. So as soon as they're all good to go and ready, we'll kick off every time we're all done that. So we'll heads up, see what's going on. So I'm going to be ready then. Okay, so these rounds are going to be the best of 5. So the first of 3 wins will take it and head through to the next round. We only have 4 teams tonight for all the doubles, so what's going to happen is it's going to be an instant. We'll then play the third place match, and then after that have the finals, and we'll then go straight through to the singles tournament and see that all the way through, as we have 6 entrants for that. So there will be an extra round for 4 of them prior to the semis, third place and final match for that. So hold on to your seats, guys. We'll be kicking off any second now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see how this goes down. Obviously, Drago and Andrew returning to try and maintain their crown, as it were, and hopefully they will achieve that. So here we go, they're going to be dropping in now. And we'll see how this goes. Andrew clearly just inviting people. Yep, there we go. So they've just given me the thumbs up. We will be starting off our first match shortly. And it will be Drago and Andrew opening up versus Josh and Smear. Like I said, off screen at the moment we've got Noobz and Ian facing off versus Jack and Mitchell for the other final spot. They've just given me their thumbs up. They're all good to go, so they're going to crack on as well. Like I said, as soon as their match is over, we will get you an update on their score. And we will go from there to the third place match and then the finals for this doubles event. We were expecting a much bigger turnout, but unfortunately we had a couple of teams cancel on us in the last sort of dying hours leading up to this event, which was very unfortunate. There were a couple of people that we were quite surprised about. They had issues with transport. It can't be helped, you know. We understand life goes on outside the lounge, but we wish them all the best. Okay, so early opening straight off the bat there. Noobz one, which is Drago forcing the ball into the back of the orange team's net. Kicking off again now. So Josh on the ball. He's going to plonk it over to the wing and see what he can do with it. Andrew already on it. Quick counter there to cut that out. It has to crept into the blue half and they will keep it there. So now there's a chance that if Samir can get this ball off the wing, then Josh can get on the end of it. He has missed it there, over-committed now, and the blue team looking in a really established position to take this. Oh, no, brilliant denial there by Samir to stop that from creeping in, and he's got the ball past both of the players. He's now got an opportunity. It has overrun, and there's an awful bounce off of the flat wall there. He has tried to rocket loose, but he's ended up awkwardly in the air, and he has lost possession. He will get back quickly, though, into the goal position, ready to defend against any potential issues. So there it is. He has been beaten to the punch there, but it's come off the post. That's not going to stop Drago from doing what he does best, being in the right place at the right time, ready to plonk it in. Drago and Andrew, of course, really well established team players and have great relationship with one another as far as cohesion goes. Unfortunately, a little bit of an overcommitment there on Drago's part. Very rare for him to make a mistake, but it does happen. He's there ready. Always been kicked to it. Cheeky little bit of flick there by Samir. to pluck it from under Drago's nose. Really interesting to see how these guys are going to face off, because Samir seems quite capable of holding his own. And that was a fantastic long shot. He's plucked one out of nowhere, straight from pretty much just outside of his box, all the way across the pitch and into Gordon's goal. So this is already a rarity in its own right. It's not common that we've seen Drago and Andrew concede many goals, which is going to be interesting. Oh, a bit of a confusion there, and it's going to cost them. So Josh and Samir having a bit of banter between them after that little mistake there. A bit more communication, lads. We'll get that sorted. So now a 3-1 lead to Andrew and Drago, with still 3 minutes on the clock, so all to play for still. This is entirely doable. Now, as unfortunately he's mistimed his jump, the goal's open, and he does creep in. So Josh will make up for that mistake and bring the deficit down to 1 goal. Really unfortunate. I thought Drago had hold of that. I think he just ran out of boost, just a little bit too shy. Really unfortunate there for him, but these things happen, bro. We'll go for the major boosts. So ball now hurtling towards the orange half. Josh, unfortunately, poor timing on that one, has missed. He's trying to get into position ready to defend this. There wasn't much he could do about it. He couldn't see what was going on behind him. Camera angle was not his friend on that occasion. So the deficit back down to, or back up to 2 goals now to Drago and Andrew in favour of their victory in this first round of 5. And as I said, the first 3 wins will get through to the next round, which is the finals. So let's have a look at what's going on here. Drago on the ball again, he's going to put it across the midfield to the other side. Andrew's there waiting, been demolished, and oh no, it's crept off the post, and he's managed to get back and pluck it away from his goal. So really quick thinking there by Drago, a bit of luck involved, but all's fair in love and war in this game. Andrew back in the fray now after respawning. Does manage to clear the ball, and oh well, a fantastic long shot there. He's going to creep into the right hand corner just inside the post. Drago will take himself another goal and add it to his tally. Kicking off again now, 5-2, Drago and Andrew. His first game very much in their favour at the moment. Just under 2 minutes left on the clock. Not impossible to come back from this. Belgian Rocket League come thick and fast. Not giving any quarter, not allowing them to clear the ball. Unfortunately, Drago overcommits and does miss that cross. And Andrew's missed the second follow-up. Drago will get a tackle on that one to deny them. They will stay in there half of the time being. Samir on the ball now. Trying to push heavy, he's been blocked out by the pair of blues. Just off the post, that's unfortunate. They will continue to hound though. Ball's coming out. Drago does just get there first. And Samir will be denied the opportunity to clear it as easily. So the ball's coming now, will ping off the post again. Oh, unfortunately it just landed a little bit too late. Couldn't quite generate the acceleration he needed for a rocket boost. I'm not sure if he even had the boost available. Here we go, 6-2 now the scoreline in this first of potentially 5 games. Drago and Andrew now just capitalising on this. Almost a rage bit there by someone. I think he was judged, but he's still smiling. Just under a minute left on the clock, 5 goals to deficit in favour of the blue team, Drago and Andrew. Josh and Samir now perhaps already planning their methods for attack as far as the next game is concerned, because I think this one is looking pretty much as is. So here we go. Back in it again. Josh is just nearly scored 9 goals. Wow, I think he's lost his concentration for this game. 30 seconds to go. Pretty much a guaranteed win for Andrew and Drago. Fantastic start for the returning champions of the double league. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to get another one. Oh no, just flicked it over. A bit too excitable in his second contact. Oh. And we're going to get a consolation goal. They crashed into each other. It wasn't meant to be. This is going to be the end. And it will go to Drago and Andrew, who will take this first of 5. So very unfortunate there. Can't be helped. We'll of course give you up-to-date score lines as we go through, which is just what I'm sorting out right now. So here we go. They're going to start up the second match now. How we stand at the moment. Drago and Andrew taking that first one in what I would say was a comfortable first game for them. Definitely not something that I think they're going to be too worried about going into this second one. So it's all on Josh and Samir now to come back and give these guys something to think about. If you are just joining us, thanks for watching. I'm Cause and Effects commentating tonight for Noobz TV on our second Rocket League tournament here at the Noobz Gaming Lounge in Margate. We do have 2 matches going on at the moment. We will just be streaming this one, which is Drago and Andrew returning champions at the doubles versus 2 new entries, Josh and Samir. At this moment in time, Josh and Samir have just conceded the first match, so Drago and Andrew are going into this 1-0 up in this best of 5 to find their place in the finals for the third place match, depending on whether or not they come out on top overall. So going into the second match now, Fulls in the orange half at the moment. They're struggling to get it clear. And bit of collisions going on. Yeah. So interesting. Josh has managed to force it home somehow. Andrew's so close to getting there on the defensive, it just got there too early. And then slammed into the post with quite a considerable amount of force. And couldn't back off in time. So here we go. Ball in the blue half, coming back to the halfway line. Now down into the orange half. Of course, Drago and Andrew now in the orange half defending as they were blues last time. So they've swapped up colours. And there it is. So Andrew converts and ties it up 1-1. So after the first minute. Here we go. I'm tied up again. It's down to Josh and Samir to capitalise on this and state their presence in this tournament. It's not an easy matchup for them to begin with, especially now that they're away. Oh, they're broken free. There was no one there to stop them. Poor old Drago. Just hit it the wrong side of the post. Really pushing hard to make it happen. The ball does end up back in the orange half though. He will get that rocket boost and the clearance with it. It won't be for long, he is going to have to back off. They both overcommitted again. And there's a lack of communication going on here. He will come off the post. Just ping back up again off a deflection from one of the blues. They go out of position there, can't convert on it, but will at least try and deny them an easy clearance for the time being. So, a little tussle between Andrews, just trying to pester them enough to make a mistake, and it does work out. Drago to mind the breakthrough on the wing. He has got an open net and he's right in front of it. There it is. Drago doing what he does best. Right place, right time, and that's why the ball's in the back of the net, and they are now 2-1 up in this second game. 3 minutes left on the clock. All to play for still. Let's see what happens next. So an even balanced start there, the ball just trickling off to the side of the field, still very much anyone's. They will give it away to the Blues and see what they do with it. Straight away onto the right hand side. And, Drago just timing his clearance, I feel, there, and he just shot straight back past the face of goal. They were lucky no one was there to capitalise on it. He will get the clearance in the end, but very messy there in the middle, and that was unlucky. There was nothing Samir could have done about that. He really did try to boost into the right place to get that definite block, but Drago just getting lucky on that little poke. So here we go again. Oh no. A little bit of overcommitting there. Andrew's lagging behind a bit, so we're going to reset his camera real quick and see if we can bring him back up to speed. In the meantime, we can see that the oranges are pushing the blues again. It seems Andrews is a bit behind. We'll all sort out the future matches. But in the meantime, so again, an instant replay of everything just from Andrews' perspective. So, as you can see there, wow, okay, so Andrew's a long way behind. 4-1 the scoreline now to Drago and Andrew. And see what we can do about that to try and minimise the deficit in time after this game. It looks again that they're on the breakaway, the goal's open, Drago's on form, and that's his hat-trick. So 3 to Drago, 2 to Andrew. Huge jump, really uncomfortable double kiss there on the ball. Both of the oranges out of position, can't really generate enough speed from where they are in relation to the ball. Just stop dead. Somehow they fumble the clearance though, and here they are. Oh! Barrel rolled the wrong way through. Still on the aggression, bit of confusion there, little collision between the orange duo. They're not giving up, really tenacious on the attack, these guys. They don't stop. They'll give you, an inch, but they won't let you take a mile because they'll just snatch it straight back off you. And now 6-1 the scoreline. So, really interesting. Wow, fantastic ball right there. Burning his way along, that's a fantastic low cross. Brilliant save, and again, fantastic positioning by the Blues. Really well played by Josh and Samir there to deny that. They may be 5 goals down in this second game, but they're by no means giving up. There was really great teamwork to defend their goal. 2 really awkward attacks. That cross was low and fast and bouncing. Really aggressive play there. Good little ding. Samir's on him, he's missed it. Josh now has to push his way back. Boosting or jumping. The cross will go into the wall there, and there's Andrew. Just really just a ding at the bonnet of his car on the end of it. 7-1 the score now. 3 seconds left. It's going to be 2-0 to Andrew and Drago. It might be a clean 3-0 sweep. So the scoreline as it stands now, Drago and Andrew 2-0 up against Josh and Samir. Josh and Samir have to win the next 3 games if they want to go through to earn their place in the finals and potentially knock out the top seeds in this tournament. But they've got their work cut out for them. So far, I take it you guys that are watching at home probably feeling it's a pretty safe bet to put your money on Andrew and Drago to take this next match, but stranger things have happened. Who knows? They might just pull out some amazing teamwork and really force the issue. But again, they are now the orange team, and Blues are at the top, represented by Dragon and Andrew again. And wow, cheeky little shot there, but what a denial by Samir. Bumped out of the way by Josh, unfortunately. His scored his clear. He's got to try and get back in here. Let's get back into his car, right? So great reversal. Doubles up on it. Oh, that was unfortunate. A bit of position there, but he's going to get the follow through, and there it is. So really well done. Made the best of an awkward situation. Does convert to take the lead. 1-0, just over a minute into this third match. And almost a stalemate there at the start. It does trickle into the orange half, but it will be cleared quickly by Josh. Fantastic hit. And he's only got to follow down with the penalty hit. Josh is feeling that. He's happy about that result. I did say he's an animated guy. But really interesting to see how these guys play, because Samir could not be further away from his screen if he tried. So he's putting back into the defensive position. Does really well to get a touch on it. Can he follow up on it? Yes, he can. It's been blocked off. He will leave that for Josh to hit away. And there's the follow-up from the blue team. It is in a dangerous position. It does cross over the goal unchecked, so very lucky for Team Orange this moment in time. Oh, looping up again. Yeah, this is a fundamental time where they start making mistakes. When they get too bunched up, Drago and Andrew really take advantage of that. And that was unfortunate. So I saw Samir got a touch on it. Really unfortunate. Drago's presence was just too strong there, and he forced it through, and that does level it up now. Oh no, it doesn't level it up, sorry. It does actually mean they've lowered the deficit to 1 goal. Still, Samir and Josh in the lead though. All to play for still. Nearly halfway through the game. This one is much closer. At the moment in time, it could still go either way. I'm still feeling that, yeah, there it is. So the blue team, Andrew and Drago, tying it up now. I'm not sure whether the orange team will see any more goals this game, but if they do, I don't think it will be without the blue team scoring a good few in between. Got off to a much stronger start this time. Great save by Samir there. Off the crossbar on the follow-up, he was caught in the air. The only thing he could do about it, he had to just sit there helplessly and watch. He does get the ball into an opportune position, ready. And it's been denied. Oh no, where's it going? It's just dropped straight into the goal. With a save, he scores a goal. Drago just... This man just needs to change his name to Right Place, Right Time, because it's like a special move or something. You know, it's a special ability this guy has in this game. Just, his game sense is phenomenal. It doesn't matter whether he's attacking, defending, setting up his partner in crime. So many occasions where his positioning is just pixel perfect. And there it is. So another one to follow it up. Josh out of position, Samir unable to do anything about it. And only one for flying. 4-2 now the score. And coming into the penultimate minute and a half. Oh no! How awkward. That one just levitated in the air for a second there and didn't look like it was going to drop down under the crossbar, but there it was. Really well played and really difficult to stop. Josh not coming out on top of that start-up. Just under a minute and a half, like I said. So we'll get that saving, no commitment there, and Josh now has opportunity. Fantastic follow-up by Samir. It's off the post. What can Josh do? Josh is overcommitted, gone too far. They're both out of position. They've really heavily overcommitted. The ball will go into the back of the orange net. The score will increase to 6-2 to Andrew and Drago. And it looks like these guys are looking for a very quick exit out of their opportunity to find a place in the finals. Really unfortunate. Still a minute left. Anything can happen. Like I said, the turnover of goals in Rocket League, they come thick and fast. That's awkward. Wow. Slowly, painfully trickling past their goal, both of them in the wrong position. honestly have no idea why it's decided to be like that. They've reset it, and hopefully it will be improved, ready for the next match, which will, I can confirm now, be Andrew and Drago in the finals versus Jack and Mitchell, who won their game against Noobz and Ian 3-0. So Nims and Ian will be facing off against Josh and Samir offline for the third place position, and we will be following the finals match when they set up. They're just swapping over seats now so that they're on the appropriate booths ready for streaming, so will stay with me in the meantime. And then as soon as we've done this, we will then crack on with the singles tournament, which is a little bit more interesting because with 6 entrants we've had to add in 2 extra matches before the semi-finals, and then obviously the third place match in the finals. Those 2 games will go on at once, and I will stream both of them for you, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime though, I'm just going to be sorting out some of the bits on vMix ready for you guys, like the scoreboards and the titles and that, just so that everything's up to date and you can see exactly what's going on. So it's going to be Jack sitting on Noobz 6 and Mitchell will be on Noobz 7. So, closed by TD uniform. How are you guys doing anyway? Are you having a nice evening? It's really great that you've come here and joined us. We are really excited about these tournaments because the guys here are just great. They're really nice people, and they're really good sports as well. They put a lot of effort into what they do, obviously, when they practice and come to these tournaments. So it is for your entertainment, and we do hope that you guys appreciate it. So I'm just going to update this title here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day and haven't got too wet. It's been a strange day here down in Margate. We've had brilliant sunshine followed by really violent showers and downpours, and then thunder for like 4 hours, just rattling all over the place, and yet not one single bit of lightning was seen on this day. Really weird, but we'll go with it. Whatever, it's cool. We'll figure it out at a later date. So this is going to be Jack and Mitchell. Brilliant. Okay. Let's make sure that these are looking nice and centered, ready. Pop that back a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. There we go. So we're going to have Jack on the left-hand screen at the bottom this time, and it'll be Mitchell on the right when I bring up the screen. And hopefully we're going to have more awesome to show you. We will keep you posted on the update of the third place matches as well, of course, so that you guys can make the most of it and appreciate what's going on. Horrible feeling Noobz too strongly a bit behind, but we'll do what we can to work it out. I'll get Ian to have a look after this match. It's still playing some twits. So, but like I said, if you're just joining us, thanks for coming. We're going to have the third place match off of the stream, which will be Josh and Samir, who have just lost 3-0 to Andrew and Drago, against Nims and Ian, who have just lost 3-0 to Jack and Mitchell. So we will be following Jack and Mitchell versus Andrew and Drago. Andrew and Drago, of course, are the reigning champs at the moment and are very much interested in retaining their title. So it's all going to come down to this game and how they perform together, which will be really, really interesting. Of course the music is still playing, and I do apologise about that. That was my bad, but at the same time, I do love me a bit of background music, don't you? Let's see what's going on. So at the moment the guys are just warming up. I'm going to plonk you over on the screens now so that you can see exactly what's going on at the moment. So as they're just setting up and getting ready, you can definitely see the Andrew camps there, so I do apologise about that. unless of course they're just on their own. Oh no, they're on their own, so it may not be. Or they're a bit in the lobby together, to be honest, but apparently not. They're just got into free mode, just to get warmed up before they get cracking. This is going to be more interesting. I'm not really sure how it's going to go against these two because Jack and Mitchell have come in and they seem pretty confident actually, and of course we haven't seen them because they were off of the stream during the last match because we were televising top seeds. So again, two fresh faces for this tournament. Really excited to see how they crack on with this, and fingers crossed. It's going to be cool. I'm just going to reset the cameras because I think they're frozen a little bit. Yeah, they have. Okay, so I may need to do a little bit of resetting. Oh no, there we go. So we've got one of them back. And it is just the camera on Noobz 6. So bear with me, guys, and I will return. Let's go and fix that little issue.
In the front. Sorry, mate. I was like, I don't know what it is. Sorry. You don't want to see my face, right?
We're back, guys. We are back. Sorry about that. It seems in his excitement Jack had unplugged his webcam to plug his controller. So we do apologise, but he's back in the action and now you can look at his beautiful face. Look at it. Right? There we go. In all of that glory. The face of concentration. Is that the face of a winner? I don't know. It could be. Could be the face of someone that's going to have to take the silver medal. Who knows? At the moment in time, we're only seeing the torso of the other one that might be a winner or a silver medalist, which is Mitchell. Still very animated at the moment. Seeing him just sorting out his settings at the moment. Jack on the bottom left-hand screen will, of course, bring up modified titles for you now, so that you can see exactly who's who in this who's who and what's what, where's where, and when's when. The finals of the second Noobz doubles Rocket League tournament. Will it be Drago and Andrew that win it for a second time, reclaim their title for yet another tournament, or will it be Jack and Mitchell that pluck it from under their noses and become our new champions? If you guys have any inside information, if you know any of these guys and you're watching, you know, we'd love some analysis from outside of the lounge, a bit of feedback from you guys, some sneaky tidbits, perhaps some unheard information about these guys that we don't know. Have they got anything up their sleeve? Did they reveal anything to you? They are just loading up now and going into a lobby, and we will be going from there. So all four of them are there now. They will be going into the match. Just waiting for Andrew's thumbs up. See if they're all good to go. And we will then commence the finals. So, interesting. They're all there. I'm just waiting now.
I've no
Someone's
idea.
forgotten their.
Yeah.
They're struggling to find someone. Shouldn't be the case. They are going into the match. We've now seen that it's a different computer that's struggling. So they're giving us the thumbs up. I'm just going to reset Noobz 7 and see what's going on with that. We've managed to fix the issue with Andrews and now it's happening with Mitchell's. Can't keep up with it all. It's all a bit too much for poor little me. But never mind. We will go with it as we can. But here they go. In the meantime, this is it, the start of the finals for the second Noobz tournament, in this case the doubles. Drago and Andrew versus Jack and Mitchell in the best of 5. Off to a really active start already. Lots of banter happening outside of the booth at the moment that I can hear. Quite interesting really. Drago and Andrew very heavily on the defence now, but interestingly enough, very rarely seen that they both stick that close to the goal. So here we go. Jack really quickly trying to get back down that wing to deny Drago. Drago will force the issue. He's cleared the bar. Mitchell will follow up with the defence to clear it away from the goal line, but Andrew's there ready. Oh no! What a shot! Straight off of the wall, and he just turns it in the right side of the post. 1-0 in this first game. Just under a minute the game gone so far. Can't wait to see how this one turns out, because I think these guys are going to put up much more of a fight than Drago and Andrew have had to deal with in previous experiences here at the Lounge. I think we could have ourselves a good game. These guys look a lot more choreographed in their movements, talking to one another. They know when to leave it for their partner. They know if they're out of position, they'll ask their friend if they're in a better position. That was unfortunate, and no one to really capitalise on that ball. It took a little while for the Blues to clear it out. There it is, straight in mid. Oh no! No, that was unfortunate. Jack falling in front of Mitchell's shot there. There wasn't anything he could do about it. It was out of his control, but he did try to avoid it. But definitely not unfortunate for the Blues, as that's just kept their lead well and truly established. But here it is, Mitchell comes back in a really great block there. Andrew with some good defensive work to deny that. Still looking to open up and take away that clean sheet from Drago and Andrew, and it's not easy at the moment. Drago just getting demolition there. Oh, there it is. So another one scored. Drago puts the second one in the back of the net. Really unfortunate. Guess these things cannot be helped. I'm going to be looking at the settings quickly to see if there's anything I can do about these issues. Might change it up quickly, so bear with me. Just so I can try and get it sorted. No, it's still delayed. I do apologise for that, guys. It seems just to be an issue that they're having at the moment. I've checked all the settings. There's no delays set anywhere to be like this. So we will be going through it. We did have to reset our Phoenix and rebuild it, like I said, after we had installed a few new things into our streaming PC. The tasty main installation being the GTX 1080 that we've put in ready for our Oculus in August, should they keep the good release date. And we are very excited to have it here in the lounge. So in the meantime, it's 3-0 now the score. Drago and Andrew, just formidable force. There it is, there's the opener. Jack bonking that one in. Not taking no for an answer, a really aggressive start to that round. And now, still over a minute and a half left, only 2 goals behind. There's nothing to say these guys can't pull it back. Mitchell now leaving it for Jack. Good teamwork, good communication. Both in awkward positions, they ended up together. Jack will establish that clearance. It will quickly be cut out. All awkwardly looming in the air. He's going to go for the rocket jumping piece. He was contested. That was a really nice ball. And there's the follow-up. Oh, it's come off the bar! Oh no! That was a really powerful shot there by Mitchell, and he just didn't have the luck of the Irish with him. These guys are just not having any good fortune come their way at the moment. That's now possibly the second or third goal, really, that for them should have been converted. Wow, really great little touch there to deny Mitchell again on that cross. Jack, of course, really quickly retreats, gets the ball and is now back on the attack. Aggression to the max. Doesn't quite manage to get that finishing touch to get the ball in the centre there. The Blues again really tight on their teamwork and their rotations around the pitch. Here's a chance. Aggressive here, up to the wall. Doesn't quite get the cross he wanted. Oh no, it's gone to the wayside. Does he get it? No, it's going to come off the wrong side of the post. Now trailing off to the side to get that extra boost. He is going to lob both the other players. Oh, that's awkward, but they still managed to scramble it clear. This is frustrating stuff for the Oranges. Realistically, a few, just different pixels in a different place, and it could have been a different story. But consolation goal, 3 seconds left on the clock. Can they tie it up? I don't think so. I think it is going to go 1-0 to the way of Andrew and Drago. But who knows? Here it is. So ball's up. It's gone into the orange half heavy. Oh, straight off the bar. And that took up all the time they needed. So the first game does go to Andrew and Drago. So this is your score update. This is how it stands at the moment. Drago and Andrew 1-0 up against Jack and Mitchell. Going into the second game, like I said, best of 5, so it's the first to win 3. Drago and Andrew now only 2 more wins away from calling themselves the Noobz Rocket League champions for a second time in the doubles. And next we'll find out whether Drago will retain his singles title as well, or whether it will be someone different. But here we go. Starting off of the second match. If you are interested in what happened at the end, you can of course go over and look at Mitchell's screen that is trailing behind now by pretty much a full minute. Again, we looked at the settings. There's nothing different on any of them, so we're really not sure why this is happening, but we will look into it for you guys. We are still learning a lot about Phoenix as well, as it is new to us. But we wanted to offer you these sorts of matches so you can view it from all different types of perspectives. So this is what we're going to try and work with. Real messy attempt at a goal in the blue half there. Blues will come out on top. They're going to try and dribble it towards the goal. It will get denied. Again, swapping colours. So the Blues now are on the bottom. The Oranges are Drago and Andrew for this game. So Andrew attempting to keep the ball in the blue half. It will get denied, but Drago's there to follow it up and make sure that it's cleared. Big rocket jump through mid there to push the ball back into the orange half. It will get denied. Andrew will get hold of it, and he will start taking it out of the wing. He's going to push it into mid now. Denied. Off of the ball. Drago, fantastic follow-up. Both Blues are there ready to block it out. Awkward bounce. It's gone over both of them. It has gone past the goal. Just there's the flick back. There's Drago. Right place, right time. Andrew with a really nice flip off of the Blues post there, ready for his setup. They will take the initial lead in this second game. Minute and a half down now. And only 1 goal on the scoreboard. The Blues are going to have to find a way to break this adamantium shell that is Drago and Andrew's defence. I think luck's been a big part of it in the last game regarding their first win. Oh, that was an awkward collision. I don't think they meant to do that. Very rare moment there. Neither one of them back down. I think perhaps they were trying to go for a close encounter, but it didn't work out for them. Drago will capitalise on this opportunity. I mean, a slight ding, but Oh no. Jack desperately trying to get the ball away. He accidentally poked it back further towards his goal. He's trapped in mid-air. He can't do anything. He's down to Mitchell. Mitchell does deny the shot. Jack now on the aggression. He does get a fantastic touch on it. It is going to go in. They will tie it up. Really, really nice shot. From just before the midline. It does count as a long goal. The halfway line. Wow, oh no, that's awkward. Oh bro, well committed. That's an easy goal for the Oranges. They'll take their lead back, thank you very much. Over halfway through the match now. Still 1 goal deficit. We've seen 2 goals in the last minute. Rocket jump. The ball lands in his favour and he's off down the wing. He does get it across. It is denied at the last second. The ball catches him again on the way back out. Mitchell there to deny it, getting back into their half, but they will I think they're going to have to concede that. No. Jack gets back into position, ready. They both go for the shot and collide on the ball. It hasn't worked out in their favour. Oranges do get that defence in. Jack will be the first back to the ball and will push it down the wing aggressively. Whether this ball comes in at the right height, he's trying to force the issue. Denied. He will take the right wing and try and get some of the loose back. Doesn't quite manage to get on that. He has now overcommitted and left Mitchell in a one-on-one situation. Mitchell does come out on top, but not for long. The ball will get pulled back towards, and it is crossed in. Great position by Mitchell. He was ready for it and he got on top of it, and now the ball's back in their possession. They're heading towards the orange half. Really putting towards the orange goal. Both Andrew and Dre go back and ready to defend it though. Real formidable force in front of those pipes. It's hard to get past them. Fantastic save there. Good game sense to get ready. Doesn't quite manage to get the follow up there. He will knock the orange player out of position. And now he's going to try and wait for Mitchell. Oh no, it's just been chipped over him. He had already preempted the clearance and had gone for the jump to try and counter it and use it like a pass. Really unfortunate. Doesn't make the orange clearance as easy though, and gives Mitchell a chance to claim the ball back. It will come in off the wall. Again, Orange is on that defence. Oh no. Oh, and there it is. So 3-1 the score now with 12 seconds left to go. 6 seconds ago, can these guys do it? Jack's smiling. I don't know if he's necessarily feeling so confident about it. Face of concentration is real. 6 seconds left on the clock now. 5. Huge push. There was nothing they could do about that. Again, some real unfortunate stuff going on here. So these guys now 2-0 down. They're going to have to win the next 3 games in a row if they want to be crowned the winners of this tournament in the double section. Otherwise there's not much that we can do to stop the unstoppable force, the freight train that is Drago and Andrew's winning streak. Their defence is on form tonight. They certainly haven't given away any silly goals. If you're going to score against these guys, you really do have to work hard for it. So this is it, start of the 3rd game. Andrew and Drago back as the Blues again, and now only 1 victory and less than 5 minutes away from calling themselves the doubles champions for our Rocket League tournaments for the 2nd time running. And ready to take home some tasty cash. So a huge rocket jump there by Drago. Doesn't land a hit on the ball. Doesn't use up a lot of his boost though. Still manages to get back in position to clear the ball though. I don't know how he does it. Really nice clearance there. Again, if you want to see the end of the last match, check out Mitchell's screen. He said unfortunately it is lagging. We're not entirely sure why, so apologies for that, but you get to see past events You get to see a bit of hindsight as to how we've got to where we are now. And of course, where we are right now can only be summarised by what's about to come up at the bottom of the screen, and that's Drago and Andrew 2-0 up. And that's how it is. So, this third match now is a minute and a half old. And no score yet, so interesting. There it is, there's your opener. Speak of the devil and it will appear. Jack just taking a nice freebie there, unopposed. Jumping really quickly on that blocked shot. And there's a nice chip, it will come off of the post, but there's the follow-up, and it's going to go the other side of the post. That's unfortunate. But he will be there for the clearance. He will get it off of the wing, and he will start hurling straight back towards that blue half. So the bounce awkwardly off the ball. First defender on it gets the touch, and the tables turn very quickly, now heavily into the orange half. Both Mitchell and Jack there. Jack actually giving Mitchell a little nudge. Not sure if they're ready for that kind of relationship yet, but we'll see how it goes. So, here we have it. Ball quickly back into the orange half. Slim pickings this lead, and that's really unfortunate. Mitchell there to save the day. Jack's boost. He had accelerated past it just a little bit too much, and he was in trouble there, but luckily his teammate was there to save him. And that's going to come off of the roof, and it's hurled straight in. What a fantastic shot. I don't think Jack can believe it either. He's laughing. Brilliant shot off of the wall there. You can see it just dinks off of the ceiling, and it was perfect. It just crept in below the bar. So, 2-0 now. This might be the start of a comeback, potentially. Can they hold it down for another 2 minutes, though? That is the question. 2-goal lead against Drago and Andrew. Not much to go by, but your defence stays strong. Let's hope. Big rocket boost now. He's overcommitted. The Blues will take advantage while he stays pinned in the air. Though perhaps they forgot he's behind them. Oh, no, they're not that silly. They've chipped it over and ready. Mitchell in a good position to get hold of it, though. The others just had to wait and see where it went. There wasn't much they could do other than turn tail and hope that nothing bad came from it while their backs were turned. Both back into position really quickly and will shake off the orange assault and take a chance of their own now. Very fully denied by Mitchell. We saw the gap between them and took advantage. So here comes the cross, there's the rocket boost, and there's another one. Jack really doing well on these conversions, and Mitchell doing fantastic work on the wings to provide these crosses for him to convert. Excellent support play on his aspect. So unfortunate miss there by Jack off the wing. He's smiling, he's still enjoying himself. You should be. You're 3-0 up. You've got a chance to start taking this back. Ball again in the blue half. Jack coming in, another rocket boost. And here he is, going to try and get on the angle with the barrel roll. Doesn't quite get hold of it. Will get the denial on the clearance to hold him off for a second. Oh, and again, the second denial. The ball now still in the blue half. And there he is, Mitchell with the rocket jump, forcing it in off of the bar. Really aggressive play, but it's showing results. These guys now really finding themselves in this match. And pulling it back now. 4-0, an established lead and less than a minute on the clock. Andrew and Drago probably thinking, okay, we'll just concede this one and we'll take it in the next game. But who's to say Jack and Mitchell are thinking that they're going to let them. Huge tussle here in mid for the ball. 30 seconds now remaining. The warning signs come up. Here it is. Huge, this tussle in mid for possession isn't going anywhere fast, and I think Jack and Mitchell will happily let it play out. And we'll go on the attack, and that's a fantastic shot. Brilliant angle work there, and even got the height on the ball to chip it over the goalkeeper. Really good work there. Proving Mitchell that he's not only a support player. Oh, another one. So wow, this is really really turned around how this could have gone. Drago and Andrew being given a wake-up call here. Jack and Mitchell really forcing the issue, saying to him, look, we might be 2-0 down, but by no means are we out yet. Watch this space, we're coming back with a vengeance. And there it is, that's the end of the match. And so, the update to our scoreline, now we got ourselves a game. 2-1. Drago and Andrew still in that lead. They still only are 5 minutes potentially away from being crowned the victors again. However, who knows, it's still anyone's game.
Someone's boss right. Fucking abandoned me because we were losing.
What has he left?
Yeah, he left.
Oh. Yeah.
So, an unfortunate end then to the third place match. Noobz and Ian will take the match by default as Samir has decided to forfeit, leaving unfortunately Josh with no one to play with. So condolences there, but congratulations to Noobz and Ian, who will become the Pot Noodles champions of the doubles tournament. Anyway, moving back on with this finals game. We're almost a minute into this now fourth match, where hopefully Jack and Mitchell intend to win again and take this to a final deciding game. Of course, Andrew and Drago probably have other thoughts in mind. They want to capitalise, they want to get this done here and now. They don't want to see it come to a decider. It's not something they've had to face at this point in their tournament history. With us at the Noobz Lounge. Fantastic clearance there. Is it going to go in? Oh, it's just crept off the post. Mitchell almost opening up there for the oranges. Jack will come back in with the denial, forcing it back into the blue half. Will be denied the shot, but he'll take some boosts for his troubles and get back into a more aggressive position, ready to attack him. He will shove the player out of there, misses the ball but takes the player instead. Takes a bump himself for his troubles. Mitchell again on the denial so that Jack can get back into position. Here he is ready for the clearance, rocket jump. Flash, ball's up in the air, it's still just outside of the box. Small rocket jump there, not enough force behind it to push it towards the goal. Mitchell's not going to fret over it. There comes the cross, huge rocket jump. Oh, it's just gone wide. Tries to stop the push, doesn't quite manage it. Jack's now got to get back. Mitchell's there ready. The cross is going to come in. It's in an awkward position. That's a fantastic rocket jump there though to deny the Blues from taking an early lead. We are coming up now to halfway through this game and still no opening goal from either side. It seems that Drago and Andrew have been shaken up a little bit after that last one. Josh and Mitchell may be able to capitalise on that. Have they unsteadied the formidable pillars that are this duo? I can't wait to find out. So there it is, Mitchell. Wow, lucky to be there really, because if he wasn't, that would have been your opening goal. Unfortunate how that bounced off the wall. This is going to get awkward real fast. There it is. Drago forces the ball into the back of the net before Jack can get there to stop it. There's your opening goal. 2 minutes left on the clock. And that's all that these guys need to wait for to call themselves the champions if the scoreline stays this way. Of course, only a 1-goal lead, not nearly enough to warrant you feeling comfortable yet. Brilliant jump there by Mitchell to clear the ball. Now heavily in the blue half. Andrew will pick up on it. Having a bit of a tussle. Does end up back in the wing in the blue half. Drago will be there first. He will be shut down and the ball's going to come back in heavy. Oh, just off the bar and then off the post. And there's another shot. That one goes in. Jack just creeping it inside the post on the left hand side there. after it rattled the bar. So there we go, all tied up again, minute and a half left on the clock. Ball's now in the orange half, Jack has possession, quickly shut down. We'll go back ready to defend. You can see possession, good backflip there. Mitchell will follow up and get it back towards the halfway line. Gets stopped. Now the tussle for possession. Jack comes out on top, he's got the ball, he's got it down the wing, he's beaten one. Ball's come back out, but the defence is there ready. And now the tables have turned, and it's very quickly oranges to the defence. Ball hit too hard on that cross, it's gone past the goal line. Blues will continue to try and keep it in there, and that was a fantastic tussle there, both rocket jumping. Blues coming out on top. Mitchell and Jack almost having a clash, trying to clear their own box. A good hit, but unfortunately not enough to get the ball fully safe. He will come out on top though in the follow-up, and that's fine. So here we go. Ball's coming in now. It will get cleared. The Blues. Right place, right time again. And you would see Andrew aggressively trying to force the issue up the wing. The possession in this game has been very equal, and it's been very to and fro from one goal line to the other. Very little time spent in mid this game. Oh no! Oh, almost a chink in the armour there. That was close. Andrew almost knocking the ball in. It came off the crossbar, but they're going to have to go to overtime. So here it is. A 1-1 draw at the end of the regular time. And now it's sudden death. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Drago and Andrew taking home the gold? Or are we going to be going to the deciding match to determine who's going to win? It's going to be much more interesting now. The ball now stuck in the middle. Andrew's going to take control of it and capitalise. Oh no! No, what happened? Andrew takes the goal, but he wasn't the last one to touch it. Oh no, Mitchell with that unfortunate touch. Well, that does bring an end to the final, and it will be Andrew and Drago retaining their title as the Noobz doubles champions for a second time running. Congratulations to you guys. Condolences to Jack and Mitchell, but of course you guys do get the second place prize, which is a day-long pass for two of you here at the store. So you guys will be able to enjoy that. We will be doing the prize after the stream, which of course we will not be able to enjoy live, but I'm sure the guys in the lounge here will appreciate it nonetheless. So here's how it stands for the doubles. Andrew and Drago taking the victory, Jack and Mitchell in second, and then Nims and Ian in third place. So we will go to a brief intermission, and then we will be starting up the doubles matches, where we will start off watching two games, which will be Samir versus Jack and then Nims versus Mitchell. So stay tuned, and I'll get it sorted out for you guys, and we will return. Okay guys, we are back and we are ready to start off the singles tournament. We've just found out that Josh has had to leave unfortunately and is therefore eliminated, meaning that Samir and Jack will now not face one another in a preliminary, but in fact in the first of two of the semi-finals. We still have one preliminary to face though, and that is Noobz versus Mitchell, who will be facing off against one another. Now in a 1v1, the first 1v1, which we will of course keep you up to date on, which we'll be watching it live as they kick off. So this again still will be best of 5 format. First to 3 will confirm a victory and their place in the next round, or will be denied their place if they lose and will of course be eliminated. So let's make sure that I've got the right cameras on as well. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. So we're going for Noobz 2 and we're going for Noobz 7 now, who is warming up. I'm just going to go and reset Noobz 7 as well because I want to make sure that it's on time and everything's cool. So bear with me guys. Right, sorry about that folks, I am back again and we will be now ready to go. I've just reset Mitchell's OBS, which is the broadcasting software we're using to transfer it over to this program which we stream with. So we will be going into the match very shortly and beginning our singles tournament. So again, congratulations to Andrew and Drago, who did take the finals 3-1 against Jack and Mitchell. Condolences to these guys. They fought really hard. That third match where they took it by storm. Fantastic comeback by them. Really unfortunate in the fourth match in the overtime. Mitchell just couldn't do anything about his position. The ball just binked off him and into the back of his net. So real sad end for those guys. But with luck on their side, that could have easily been a different outcome. And Andrew and Drago have definitely got people to worry about in future tournaments if these guys come back, which I certainly hope they do, because they put on a phenomenal performance and I've really enjoyed watching them as a result. So just loading up the game now. Nims will be back with us. So just wait for them to get sorted and we'll go from there. Settling down and setting up again. you can see here, they're just going to be inviting one another to a lobby. I think Noobz may have gone for a quick toilet break. Now, the last tournament was really interesting. Drago took the singles tournament. The runner-up, the second seed for this tournament, wasn't actually available to come. So we have no second seed for this at the moment, which is really interesting.
Really? Since I paid for one and he left, can he stay?
No, already re-established. Okay guys, so we're just going to be waiting for them to give us a thumbs up. Noobz, as you can see, is back now, and Mitchell is hopefully getting ready to take his seat, and we will begin. Looks like they're just inviting one another to a lobby, and we will go from there. Noobz, of course, one of our regular members down here at the lounge. Fantastic character, great sense of humour. He's a lovely bloke to be around, and he pays a lot of attention to everyone here at the lounge. He's got time for everyone here, and I think everyone appreciates him as a result of that. So if you're looking for some good company, Noobz is definitely one of your people to talk to while you're down here at the lounge. If you haven't already visited, please do come and check us out, because I'll happily give you a tour of the facilities, even if you're just being nosy, if you perhaps know someone that might be interested, and then you can go back and tell them about us. We love it down here, and the main thing that we love the most is the community that's gathered around us, and we want more people to be a part of it. Come and join us, increase the level of awesome here at the gaming lounge, because the people are everything here to us. I really mean that when I say it. They are all fantastic people, and I love chatting to them day in and day out. They keep me entertained. Some of the things they do in games are just phenomenal to watch. I mean, I don't play all the games that they do, and I don't always fully understand, but when you see something awesome happen, you know it's awesome and you know it's happening, and that's just the way it is with these guys, and they just take it in their stride. Some of them will be funny a moment and they'll catch them off guard, so it's really interesting to see. Mitchell's still just fiddling with the settings at the moment, so he is taking his seat now, and they're all ready to go. So Mitchell giving me the thumbs up, and we will be going into the game. We're just popping his hoodie on, probably getting a little bit chilly. We have got the door open, it is still swelteringly hot here in the lounge, but yeah, Noobz giving me a thumbs up as well. They are good to go, so here we have it. This is the preliminary for the before the semi-final matches, which we'll stream both of, ready for you guys, which will of course be Samir versus Jack, confirmed now as the first semi-place part, and then it will be whoever wins out of this to join Drago in the second match. So good luck to these guys, they are off. And Noobz still very fresh face to this game by comparison. Mitchell clearly having the greater experience out of the two of them. And so Mitchell will open up 1-0 the lead now in this first of 5. Just over half a minute into the game, so a fantastic start for him. Noobz already starting off. Not a bad idea to hit it away from the goal. It doesn't allow for an immediate response and an easy comeback. So a good attempt at a dribble. Fantastic save there by Noobz. Really well done. Doing really good work at the moment, considering he is against an opponent that knows a lot more about this game. Still ever the enthusiast, Noobz just has a passion for games, and just likes to see what his limitations are, and if he can best himself every day. So a bit unfortunate. Oh, head-on collision. What a time to turn your camera around. real wake up and smell the coffee kind of scenario. So he is attempting rocket boosts, but he's still got a lot to learn about those. But we were having a brief chat about how hard they are to master. So now dribbling it along the wall, he's going to wait for the ball to come down. Mitchell will intercept. He's going to get the boost, quick handbrake turn there, try and get back into position. He will get the ball away, that's a nice clearance there. And, oh, just missed the boost though. I think he anticipated Mitchell getting something on that. This will ping off the wall and it's going to be an awkward height. There's the rocket boost. Not a bad attempt at a denial. Both of them miss it, but Noobz won't say, you know, no to that. He's come out on top. Of course, Mitchell will head back towards the goal and have an easy time defending. Oh no, he's overcommitted. Noobz with the equaliser. Fantastic work there. I mean, a bit of an accident there on Mitchell's part, but well played to Noobz for having the stones to stay committed and follow up on that mistake and really punish Mitchell now. So 1-1 the score, just coming up to halfway through the game, and you're looking at a level peg match. Mitchell with an easy clearance there. Noobz just couldn't quite get his position in, and he's got caught up on the wall now. So Mitchell really with an advantage. Noobz needs to be able to boost. Oh, what a fantastic save! Really well timed. Just that last second boost to come from behind didn't give Mitchell time to react. Oh no! Oh, that's awkward though. That's going to drop down. Was that a save? He's only gone and saved it again, and another time. Noobz going beast mode with these last second saves. Really doing fantastic work here. Up against a much more formidable opponent. You know, I feel like Noobz could be like an underdog in this, because he's just stolen the ball. He's going to go up the wing. He's got the advantage. It's trickling it. He's gone and taken the lead. Noobz completely unseeded, coming out of left field here with the clearance, whipping it along the wing, bringing it back into middle with that tap from the halfway line and converting. Oh, the smile on his face says it. So really interesting scoreline so far in this opening game for the singles. We're looking at runners up from the doubles, half of it being Mitchell, now facing off against completely unseeded Noobz, who's showing that he's more than just a casual force to be reckoned with, but actually someone that really can hold his own, and it's really good to see. So we're going to see some dribbling coming up now. Noobz will get there and steal it, so well played by him. He's going to turn around on the wall. There's a really nice handbrake turn off the wall. Unfortunately got a wrong bounce off of it and wasn't able to capitalise. He's going to go and get the boost. It's a bit reckless ignoring your goal for that long. And here we come with the rocket jump. He's over converted, so that's unfortunate, but that was a really good attempt. He was so close to snatching it away there. That was tricky. That was very tricky. So, here we go. The score now 2-2. Noobz with the ball. Oh, he's just pinged it off the post. That was unlucky. He's going to go for the boost. Oh no, I don't think he's going to be able to make it in time though. A bit too distracted there. So, Mitchell now in the lead. And does get his hat trick. So, interesting enough,
like no shit.
it looks like Noobz may not be able to pull this one back. There's still only one goal in it, but he's going to have to go on the attack. Mitchell very quick to realise that ball's not where he wants it, and it's just going to concede possession for now and hopefully retake it from his goal. That was unfortunate. Noobz mistiming his little nudge there to get it around him. He will deny the easy route on goal, although he has deflected it and it's going to come through. He's bounced off of the wall awkwardly. Mitchell will take that and say thank you very much. So I feel with only 19 seconds left on the clock, this will go the way of Mitchell. Yeah, there it is. Noobz holds his head there. He knows that was just not his break. Unfortunately deflecting off him and going straight into the back of his net. So now a bit better, the ball's in his favour, but he is short on time and 3 goals to deficit. Doesn't really have time to worry about the boosts. But this is where experience pays off for Mitchell, because he knows the situation. He'll keep an eye on the clock.
Same.
He's just hurled it towards his own goal. And then they've run out of time before. So, first one down, and our up-to-date scoreline is going to be that Noobz has lost the first one to Mitchell, who will take a 1-0 lead in this best of 5.
That is really fantastic.
As shown here on the scoreboard. So, give me 5 minutes. I'll commentate on this match. So, sorry about that, we've got people outside the lounge. Unfortunately, I can't be in 2 places at once, so you guys are my priority. Because I love shit the most, but don't tell them. It's a secret. It's just between us, okay? We're going into the second game now. 15 seconds in already, and it looks like Mitchell is going to hit the post! Oh, Noobz! You lucky dog, you. Saved by your woodwork. Ball now heavily in the orange half. It's going to go on the aggression. Mitchell with the rocket boost will steal it away from him and now have the advantage and an open net, and he's going to convert and take the early lead. So there it is. Only 39 seconds into this round, and we can see 1-0 up to Mitchell. Oh, you had the right idea there, Noobz. Bit unfortunate on your positioning, but very lucky that it went the right side of the post in your favour. So gets the ball past Mitchell. Mitchell not worried. He knows it's not on target. He had his goal covered. So a little clearance there. Another dink over him, and this could pay off. Oh, and another one. And oh, it's come off Mitchell. Is it going to come off the post? It does come off the post. Oh wow, that was awkward tussle there outside the orange goal. Mitchell does manage to deny Noobz the equaliser and goes back on the assault very quickly. Noobz overcommitted. The ball's bounced right in front of his goal, and he's unchallenged. It will go in. It will be 2-0 to Mitchell now. Really good work. I mean, a lot of these guys, you know, if you play Rocket League, for the most part, you have to understand it's a team game because 3 of the game modes are for more than 1 player. But when you're 1v1, you haven't got anyone there to send your crosses to convert. Oh, Noobz, you just hit it away from the goal. You know, you've got to do all your support work, all your defence work, all your goalkeeping work, your midfield work, your strikers work. It's all on you, and you've got no one else to blame. So it's a huge amount of pressure on these guys in these circumstances because they have to be their own teammates for themselves. And there's a lot of confusion going on here. So Mitchell's going to come out on top of that little tussle and will convert another one to make it 3-0. Noobz' face looking a little bit more stern now. The face of concentration is coming in now, and I'm going to try and maybe see some change up of tactics for him. So here we go. Now comes the boost. The hit comes in. They do clash. He's landed well, and he has got boost to his advantage, so he will be able to trail back. Here comes the cross, and there's a good clearance by Noobz. He will follow it up. Oh no, it's been stolen from over him. It does come off at the post. And he will pick Mitchell to the ball there and spare himself another increase to the deficit. So little cheeky shot there, and it does beat Mitchell. So there's the opener for him. Clean sheet's been broken on Mitchell's side. 3-1 now the score in Mitchell's favour. We will see how this progresses. We're halfway through the game. Well, exactly halfway through the game now. So there's a lot to go for. And there's the follow-up shot. It's just going to go the wrong side of the post, which is unfortunate. Mitchell was slightly out of position there. Noobz just couldn't quite take advantage of it. Couldn't quite get the right angle on the ball. And now he's out of position. So here we go. He's back in now, and we'll get the ball back down the wing again. Another cross coming in, and Mitchell's there. He does miss it, but Noobz gets that touch. Still hanging heavy in the blue half, though. He's got to do something to get it away from his goal. That wasn't it. 4 on the scoreline. Just under 2 minutes left on the clock. And now Mitchell with an aggressive start, forcing it straight at Noobz. Noobz is going to respond. Quickly cut off though. Mitchell was ready for that kind of response. He's going to hit the ball off of the wall. And oh no! Noobz! The jump was so close to being there. Cheated by gravity, my friend. Mitchell will capitalise, and I think we're going to see a very heavy scoreline as opposed to the last game. which was very close right up until the final moment, where Mitchell then capitalised. But there's another one, 6-1 now the scoreline. Still a minute and a half to go, and a double hat-trick for Mitchell. He's now going to sit back for a second and see how Noobz approaches. Noobz also playing the chicken game with him. The worst situation to be in is a stalemate in a 1v1 where neither of you are willing to attack. So Noobz does finally decide, you know what, I'm going to break this deadlock. Awkward position though, he's got to get that ball clear. He does get a save. He almost hit it towards Mitchell and actually did him a favour. I think Mitchell had anticipated that happening. It just didn't work out in his favour. So a bit of juggling now. Oh, got a bit ahead of himself. He's juggling it in though. Huge smile from Noobz. That's a small consolation, but he'll take it. So this is, he may be down at the moment, but no means out as far as his spirit's concerned. Noobz has fantastic sportsmanship. And really unfortunate. He does go down another goal. He's still smiling. He's having fun, and that's all we really hope for these guys here in the lounge more than anything. You know, we know they're here to be competitive and try and win, but we want them to have fun. This is what gaming's about. You should be enjoying yourself. Noobz now on the wing does beat Mitchell in a quick little tussle, and he's going to convert another one. Little fist pump for joy. I think at this point any time he scores is just a plus for his ego, and mostly for the experience that he's learning, because what a fantastic opportunity to get some free tuition than by having a one-to-one with someone that's more in the know. There's a lesson for you right there, Noobz. You know what's up. That was unfortunate, my friend. But it's all part of the learning process. Really good reply by Mitchell there. Fantastically timed shot, just to arc it over his head. And they're both having a good laugh now. Last 30 seconds coming up. And there it is. So Mitchell's going to score another one. His score's about to enter double figures. And 3 times the scoreline of Noobz at the moment. I think we all know what kind of verdict we're looking at the end of this game, but nevertheless, what a fantastic performance by Noobz. He certainly entertained us, if nothing else, and there's the 10th for Mitchell. Still 16 seconds. We'll see this one trail off, and then we'll go straight into the third game between them, where Noobz will have to start a comeback, because if he doesn't win the next 3, he will be out of the singles tournament. Very unfortunate. He will still, of course, be able to look forward to being crowned the one of 2 pot noodle champions alongside Ian, becoming 3rd place in our doubles tournament. So congratulations to those guys. And, Mitchell takes that 2nd victory very comfortably now. So all on Noobz to bring it back. Mitchell potentially 5 minutes away from being confirmed in the semi-finals, where he will have to now face a grudge match against Drago, who of course, combined with Andrew, beat him and Jack in the doubles. So could this be time for redemption? So I do enjoy these newer maps that they've added. Fantastic scenery, and of course these ones even complement it with their own scoreboards, which is lovely. In the meantime though, let's have an update of the scoreboard of our own. Mitchell now 2-0 up against Noobz in this best of 5, and taking the lead as well. Both having a quick game of chicken with one another. Little dink. Noobz is already on going back. I think Mitchell expected that. You know, you have to give Noobz credit. He tries not to make the same mistakes twice. He does try to stay vigilant when learning. That's a fantastic shot, and there's your equaliser. A little smile on his face there. Cheeky little grin. Could this be your time, Noobz? Come on. Get yourself 1 under your belt. That'll make you feel better. See where you go from there. So, the angled start's always the worst. You never know what's going to happen with those. All ended up heavily in Mitchell's heart, but he will get back on it. Scuffed it a bit. Noobz! He's just been given a freebie. And he'll say thank you very much. I'll convert that. Hell yeah. Good job on Nimbz taking this early lead. We're not even a minute in, we've already seen 3 goals. This is definitely a lot more of an active game. So here we go. Shot off to the side now by Nimbz. Mitchell not, he was wary of it. He knew what was up. Because this map is a lot more interesting. Oh no, Nimbz. So the lead was short-lived. All tied up again. Still 4 minutes on clock. 4 goals in 60 seconds. What can we say? These guys are here to entertain you. So here we go. Nimbz on the attack again. Quick rocket boost. There's the save. Ozzy on the follow-up. Ball's gone high. Unfortunately against his favour. So now it's all down to him to get back into a nice defensive position. Ready. Very awkward to get crosses on this map because of the slanted wings on it. Oh, Nimbz. I'm trying, bro. Get what you're doing, but no, is it going to trickle in? Yeah, Mitchell's made sure of it. So, establishing a lead for himself now. Only 1 goal so far. Will Nimbz tie it up again, or will Mitchell start establishing his lead even further, and therefore confirming his place in the finals, semi-finals, I should say. So, here we go. Ball now heavily in Nimbz half again. He's going to do a little rocket boost, so he's learning. It's fantastic to watch Nimbz play games because if he's inexperienced, it's not for long. He's really adept at learning new skills and applying them into competitive situations and under pressure. And he's just going to not be able to. That was unfortunate, really. But he knows that. That's why he's smiling. I think even Mitchell having a good bit of banter with this game anyway. I don't think Nimbz has any expectations of getting far, but he's just here to have some fun, and he's definitely doing that. Oh, dink. Retreat. A bit too far perhaps, but or maybe not. So, good judgment by Nimbz there. It's not sight of the ball, there it is, he's got it back. He's I think going to consider, well he was going to consider conceding possession, but Mitchell did the same thing, so he took off a bit. But now, got a bit out of position there. He's got to learn to use his camera a bit better. He's not so keen on reversing at the moment, but you'll see. Over these next 2.5 minutes, he'll find a way to make it applicable and use it to his advantage. One way or another. Ooh. So, ball now hit heavily towards his half. And hit up awkwardly. It will land before the goal, but with it bouncing like that, oh, he's managed to get across though. If that had gone towards the goal, there was a good chance he would have denied it. And Nimbz somehow still coming out on top. He's going to hit the ball down the slope. It's not going to work out to his advantage. Mitchell ready for the drop. A good opportunity for him to try and hit it over Mitchell's car, but I suppose it got caught awkwardly on the slope. It was very close to the cusp. Oh no! Oh, Nimbz, quick! That was unlucky. So 6-2 the scoreline now. 1.5 minutes left, just over. Perfectly possible for Nimbz to score these 4 goals. These guys have been exchanging pleasantries with one another inside each other's nets for a considerable amount of time. So huge shot from Nimbz there. There's the rocket boost to save from Mitchell. It will trail off to the side of the map where the slope will bring it back in. And oh no, a cheeky little flick. Nimbz overcommitted. Mitchell will just wait for it to trickle in. 7-2 the score. 1 minute 24 to go. We may have our answer already for this first match. We'll wait and see. So Mitchell on the ball now. Nice little knockdown. Nimbz aggressive on the second touch. Doesn't get what he wants from it though. Mitchell was there. He was ready. Nimbz to cut him off. And immediately Mitchell turns it back around in his favour. The goal's open. Can Nimbz get there? He does. Well, fantastic diving save there. Trying to just minimise the damage. 1 minute remaining. The warning's up. The clock is ticking. Nimbz has got to try and find a way to convert some of these. And sharpish. I don't think it can be done, to be honest, but he'll keep fighting nonetheless. So now Mitchell coming up the wing. He's going to try and put the cross in for himself, but he can't get there quick enough to do anything about it. Nim's now chasing after it. He will take possession back and head up to the higher tier. He's now flicked it back into the middle. Jake's overcommitted. Will he be able to get back in time? I think he might. He does. Just epic save coming up there, and truly it was right off the line, so well deserved there by Mitchell. I think Nims thought he had got away with it for a second there, and instead finds himself on the defensive. That one just goes wide. Saved again. An unfortunate touch there by Mitchell, sending it hurtling back towards his goal, and he then misses the clearance on the wing, gets back round to pick it up again. I'm not sure what Nims is doing. He's quite out in mid-air there. 2 seconds left on the clock, and there it is. Mitchell will take the first round 3-0. Very unfortunate, but that's what it is. So Mitchell will go through to the semi-finals. Condolences to Nims, but thanks for being there and being an entertainer. Bear with me, guys, and I'll get us set up ready for the next match, which is going to be Drago versus Mitchell, and of course we're going to see Samir face off against Jack in the next one as well. So here we go. Bring this back a bit. Okay guys, so here we go. I'm going to now transfer you over to the foreground again, where at the top you are going to be seeing, hopefully I've got this right, Samir playing against Jack. Yep, that's good, that's a good start. And then we've got Drago versus Mitchell. So Mitchell, after just winning their last one, fiddle with Jack's camera quickly. That is a terrifying close-up of my finger right there. Hopefully I wash my hands and they don't look diseased. So, we are going to be going into the action. So these are both the semi-final matches now. So in the top half of the screen you are going to be seeing Samir versus Jack. And in the bottom half of the screen you're going to be seeing Drago going against Mitchell. Now both of these guys just faced off in the doubles versus one another. Drago combined with Andrew came out on top of that to win 3-1 in the end, winning the fourth game in overtime for a really unfortunate deflection off of Mitchell into his own goal, and it was off of Andrew's last touch, so he claimed the goal for that. But really unfortunate end for these guys, but all the chance for redemption now. Drago, of course, pressure's on for him. He's now retained his doubles title with Andrew, but it's all up to him now to retain his singles title as well. So he needs to win this match to get into the finals, and then he's got to win the next one to claim that title back for another time, for a second time. And it's still all to play for. So Jack, of course, like Mitchell, looking for some redemption. Really unfortunate to have lost out on the first place, but they will of course take the second prize for the doubles still. They've still got that coming to them after this, and that's at least something to comfort them. Now I'm really interested to see how this goes. We will be watching the third place match and the finals at the same time as well, and it will be the first place match will be going on in the top half of the screen, and the third place match will then be going on in the bottom half, but we'll worry about that nearer the time. So in the meantime though, thank you guys for being patient during all of this. I know we've had a lot of intermissions. I am flying solo tonight in the store, so I'm having to tend to all of our customers in between the games as well, and make sure that they're still well fed and watered, because it is hot and I don't want them getting dehydrated, because their health and safety is our top priority. So here we go. So they're setting up for a lobby. Samir versus Jack are pretty much ready to go. We're now just waiting on Drago versus Mitchell. Drago's still just fiddling with his settings at the moment, just making sure everything's right, making sure all of his controls are set the way he likes them. It's a grueling process for these guys to have to do it, because they have to move around a lot, specifically because of how the streaming system works. Otherwise I would have to do a lot of fiddling, and it would actually take more time than it does for these guys to run through their setup. So I do apologise for it, but at the same time it's good, because you get to see how some guys, you know, play differently, the variety in their gameplay, just in how they use the controllers. So it's a lot to bear in mind. Just trying to make sure, I think, that his boosts are working the way he likes them, and I believe he's happy, so he's going to go back to the lobby now and hopefully join up with Mitchell, and then they will kick off. So give me the thumbs up, everyone's all good. I've got a thumbs up left, right and centre. We're going to go into the games. So here we go, Samir versus Jack in the top half, Drago versus Mitchell in the bottom half. I will do my best to commentate on the both of them as they unfold. If I get tongue-tied or confused, I apologise in advance, but I will do the very best that I can. So here we go, both matches are off, kicking. We've got Samir in the blue at the top and Drago in the blue at the bottom, so that's nice and easy to remember. The oranges on the right, ironically, the two guys from the same team before. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's a fantastic save by Jack, right off his line. First of all, the touch just to stop it dead, and then to to deny Samir that easy opening, and again, Drago under pressure early on at the bottom. Mitchell very quickly on the defensive ready. They can go for a clash. Mitchell will come out on top. The top half of the screen now. Jack denying the potential cross into the middle. He is going to go on the offensive. He will be shut down by Smith very quickly. He's got to move heavily back into his half. We've already seen a goal from Mitchell down at the bottom. 1-0 to him. Oh, excuse me. That's not good. So it's all still played for in the top half. The first half has been established as Mitchell taking an early lead against Drago, which we haven't seen yet before really. If he concedes goals, it's usually after he scored 2 or 3. So very quickly back into a defensive position for him to try and shut down Drago's offensive. He's going to go for an early rocket boost. He is going to miss it. Drago's out of position for the conversion, but will make it back early for a hit off the post. There it is. Oh no, Mitchell just going too far. On the top screen we're going to see Jack smash home his first goal, playing the lead there. One apiece at the bottom, 1-0 at the top. These games are going to be close. All 4 of these players very competent, cleverly able, and very confident in their own abilities. So it's really going to be a lot of luck coming into this, and some very well thought out plays combined to determine who's going to come out on top. So at the moment Drago just didn't quite have the right positioning for that. He's going to try and deny the clearance. I'm not going to quite get on top of it. It has to retreat. Samir now on the attack with an open goal. Fantastic diving save there by Jack at the top right corner to deny that opening and keeps his clean sheet as a result. He's now back on the offensive and he's got an open goal and he's going to convert it to take the second in the lead. Clear ball now by Mitchell at the bottom. He doesn't stay on it, he doesn't maintain possession. Drago will come back in for another shot. He's going to leave it. He didn't get a bounce off the ball that he wanted, so he's going to head straight back to the halfway line and see what to do from there. Quick little flick by Mitchell to break it around him. And this is now looking to be interesting. It depends how Drago's going to... Yeah, there's a denial, but it's a very shallow one. So, got to time this right, bro. How's it going to go? No, you've hit it the other side. Unlucky by Mitchell there, very close, but didn't quite get the angling right. Unlucky on the back flip as well. Drago's now going to go on the offensive. Luckily hits the back of Mitchell's car and does get denied. Another goal happens up top. Jack getting his hat-trick out, and there's the opener to break the deadlock from the draw. Drago coming out on top of that little skirmish. So we're looking at a 3-1 and 2-1 separation here between the matches. Coming up to halfway through both of them. It's not really enough between them, I would say, to make it a conviction to this scoreline. Still could go either way. Jack now aggressively pushing on the wing. Samir does overcommit and miss, but it's the second time he will make the most of that rebound off of the ball though. Jack desperately trying to get back that deflection isn't enough. It will go in and definitely close down to 1 goal at the top. Down at the bottom we've got Mitchell trying to really push up the wing. Actually ends up flying past the ball, really unfortunate. Takes a skimming touch as opposed to a nice firm one. Does get back to the defence though. Hurts the rebound down actually and ready for another offensive. See how the ball goes off there. He's got away at the halfway line for a clearance. Drago ready for this, goes for a half touch, does make it into the second one and beat Mitchell, but will not follow up on it knowing that Mitchell's going to beat him to it. Confusion there. Mitchell almost didn't go for that, thinking that perhaps would have been picked to it. Awkward. Great save by Drago, really well positioned. He played it patient and waited for the deflection. Excellent work there. So all the bottom we still see 3-2 the scoreline. Jack now just clearing the ball and about to go on the offensive. He could increase it again. He's got a free goal and there it is. He will take it and increase his lead by 2 now. Just over a minute left at the bottom screen and a minute and a half left on the top screen. Still to play for both of them, especially down at the bottom. Drago and Mitchell very, very close. Drago clinging on by the skin of his teeth as we enter the final minute of this game. Look at the clearance. Mitchell having to get a bit more aggressive because he's got to force the issue. Oh wow, fantastic flick by Drago. It comes off the post. There wasn't much that Mitchell's going to do about the shot other than just get in the way. Luckily the post was there as well. I think he would have made it regardless, but I wouldn't have liked to have seen that deflection as a result. I think that would have worked out more in his favour than the previous post. So on the retreat now. Drago on the push, as is Jack, who just taps in his 5th. 55 seconds left on the clock. Samir needs to pull back now. Mitchell's trying to find a chink in Drago's armour. He's going to be on time to press. 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's the final chance at a strike. And Drago's going to deny it for him. So Drago will take the first game and go 1-0 up. And it looks to me, now with the scoreline being 6-2 in Jack's favour, that he's going to take the first game at the top of the screen. So, hey, the Broken Bandit, welcome to the channel, thanks for joining us, bro. So, consolation goal there for Samir, 38 seconds left on the clock. Still perfectly the opportunity to tie it up, but the way Jack's playing at this moment in time, it's going to be hard pressed for him. It's really unfortunate on that start. Samir will manage to get back in time though. It was on a lot worse. That really could have been the cherry on the cake for Jack in his first matchup. The second matchup started down below in Drago versus Mitchell. And as we can see, still 0-0 for them, only 20 seconds in. Last 15 seconds now of the game between Samir and Jack. Samir just gets another goal in. 2 more and he could take it to overtime. But if Jack can hold off, then he will take the lead in this series, best of 5 between those two. And looks like that's going to be the way. So, pretty safe to say that one's locked in. Jack will take the first one. Drago versus Mitchell at the bottom, still 0-0 at the moment. Drago, the orange card this time round, and was very close to putting in an opener, but unfortunately overcommitted, and Mitchell's punished him for it and will open up the score 1-0. So, here we go, up the top, Samir and Jack going into their second match now, as we conclude the first opening minute of the second game for Drago and Mitchell. Mitchell on the ball at the moment in his half. Drago stays aggressive, it's not paid off, and Mitchell's going to get a little dink on it, and there's the second one. So, 2-goal lead in the first minute and a half. It's down to Drago to make his comeback. It's got Mitchell to contain. So, unfortunate, I don't think he would have made the save. That goal been a little bit bigger. Luckily it wasn't. Drago's been cheated out of an opening. Quick rotate, handbrake turn, ready in defence. Drago taking his time to dribble it across. Really unfortunate punch there for Mitchell, doesn't work out in his favour. You'll have time to get back. Drago with a fantastic little chip over and a cheeky manoeuvre, and there's the opening. Deficit down to 1 between the two of them. Jack up top scoring a second goal now, establishing his lead further. Playing on the bigger pitch in comparison to the two lads at the bottom. Wow, what a fantastic strike there by Mitchell at the bottom right hand corner. A beautiful little barrel roll mid-air. Just beats Drago on his near side post. Really interesting. So, and then another one up top by Jack. These guys are scoring in tandem at the moment, and it's making a fantastic watch. Really exciting. All of these guys really fantastic on their defence and on their attack as well. Mitchell now with a fantastic chip over Drago, and he's taken another one. So 4 on the scoreline, really thick and fast with goals here. And another one for Jack at the top. He is scratching his head, wondering what's going on. He tries to get the clearance, ends up dinking it twice off himself, and Jack pulling out a cheeky Ronaldo there. So here we go, 4-0 the score at the top, 4-1 the score at the bottom. Only halfway through the game at the bottom, and still not even a minute and a half into the game at the top. And 9 goals scored across them. Really has become quite hectic between these 4. Here we go, so at the bottom now, we're going to see Drago and Mitchell with a little tussle for possession over mid. Drago's going to stay aggressive near the halfway line and try and pick this. He has decided to back up knowing that he won't get there first. And Mitchell's going to come out on top after a cheeky little chip off of the ball and onto the body of his car and then into the back of Drago's net. 5 on the score there. So Samir now breaking the deadlock and that clean sheet of Jack's and scoring his first goal of this second match, and possibly the start of the comeback for him. the attack now, unfortunately just wide of his target, the wrong side of the post. Trying to get in a position, the ball's bounced awkwardly on the corner. Not getting the bounces he wants at the moment, or the contact either, it seems. Thought he'd be confident after this doubles victory of his, but to be fair, Mitchell's really putting up a good fight. Oh wow, that's messy. Oh no! Mitchell, my friend, is not working that well for you. That's the second time that the ball's come off the back end of your car and into the back of your net. And both having a laugh about it. Both of them have recently experienced in different positions in the final of the doubles tournament. So that was interesting. So at the top now, Smear's gradually getting closer to levelling it up, but he's just unfortunately missed the ball there, and I've spoken too soon. He would seeing the goal line open for Jack to easily punish him and re-establish that 3-goal difference. Stalemate in the middle there. Jack comes out on top with an extra little flick. Will just get ahead of Smith. Smith's going to have to work hard to get back into it. We'll pick up the boost. And we'll get there just before Jack. And this is interesting. He's got the ball, he's got the boost, and he should be able to charge it home. There it is. So 5-3 the score now on top. Still 2 minutes on the clock. Easily something that Samir can come back from if he carries on with this streak. The score's still 5-2 at the bottom. And Mitchell on the ball heavily in Drago's half. The ball's gone up high. It will pass over the ball, so he will back off and wait and see how Drago goes on the attack. Going for the deflection, that's worked out really well in his favour. When he come off the top, yeah, it's gone over the bar. He hasn't managed to get the barrel roll. There you go, going to do. He's going to play patient. There comes in the attack. He was waiting for it. He's timed it really well. So now he's down Mitchell trying to get back in time. It looks like he will get back to the goal. Whether he's in the right position for it, yep. Great rocket boost there to push it away before it can get in front of his net. And now he's back up the wing. 7 seconds to go. It looks like this one's going in favour of Mitchell. And the comeback is real at the top now. Samir bringing those two back to tie it up. Still just under 2 minutes on the clock. Jack has it all to work for now. One more apiece. Now Drago versus Mitchell going into the third game down in the bottom half of the screen. And there it is. So Jack quickly establishing his lead back. Huge exchange of goals here in the top half. 11 goals scored in just over 3 minutes. That is fantastic for any sort of football hooligan out there. Any scoreline like that is always beautiful. To me, they're doing some booty work, as it were. And to get that little late minute dinking towards the goal, he will come out on top of the clearance game. And oh no, denied by Jack, who just came flying in from behind. Just punched the ball just shy of his own goal. So really well played there. Excellent defence using the side of his car by Samir to regain possession. Third game started now down at the bottom, and nearly through the first minute, nothing to show for that. 1 minute remaining now for the end of the second game up top. And Jack sheltering a very shy lead may go wrong for him. He's just saved himself again. These saves that he's pulling out really are last minute and off the line. This may work out in his favour. Ball now heavy in the blue half. He's come out on top, he's getting a bit heavy though, and almost worked out in his favour. He does regain possession, not as aggressively as I think he wants to. Jack's now going to come out and take the ball back heavily into the blue half. He will still maintain that possession, although not directly, so he's come out on top of it after that heavy hit, and denied off the ball. Doesn't get his return ready for the goal. 7 seconds left on it, and he's going to desperately try and poke one more in, or at least waste enough time. So there it is. It will go. Just whack it out of the way. So Jack takes a 2-0 lead. A bit more safe than Mitchell and Drago at the moment, who are duking it out, and Mitchell just taking a shy lead at the moment that he's got to try and protect and build up on. He will clear the ball away from his goal and start heading towards Drago's half now. Drago already back in defence ready, so it's going to be hard to get around him, and as it happens to be, this is hurting him back towards his goal. He can't do anything about it, so levelling it up down at the bottom there. I think I have a little smile about it, as it Mitchell. Noobz just giving me his own update on his perspective of the games, and he's loving every minute of it. So glad he's enjoying it. He may be out of the tournament, but by no means out of his enjoyment. So now up at the top, Jack taking the early lead as well. Another 2 goals have been scored. In the meantime, down at the bottom. So it's Drago taking the early lead in this third game. Mitchell's all clear. Oh, it's Mitchell in the lead. Mitchell's here, so interesting. Come on, Mitchell at the moment, and oh no! Just from the wrong side of the post, he's going to tap it again off the bar. Drago gets a touch on it, makes it awkward for Mitchell. He's going to have to get back. And for a clash, Mitchell will come out on top of that. 2-0 score at the top, and Jack back on the offensive. Samir will block, Jack will follow up. The ball's going to come on the window, it's up to Samir to deny it. Oh no, he's double kissed it again. And oh no, Jack's get over both of them now. That's a miss. Might be a bit fancy. Might get a bit too cocky for his own boots. So, here we go. 2 all piece at the bottom though. Much more tight game between Mitchell and Drago. The grudge match between them after the finals game. If you weren't here to watch it, the finals game was taken by Drago and Andrew, who have retained their title as doubles winners from the last tournament. Really unfortunate end. The game finished 3-1. The fourth match did go into overtime, and unfortunately Andrew got a touch on the ball and it got caught in the back of Mitchell's car and trickled into the back of their net. There was nothing they could do about it. It was sad until what was turning out to be a fantastic match. After they come back in the third game to win 6-0. Losing score, I was memory serves, not losing the whole run. But in the meantime, back to the present. 3-2 the score now to Drago, who is on the comeback. Eager to retain his singles title as well, as he won that last time. Oh, there it is. So now he's forcing the issue and taking the attack right to Mitchell's front door. 4-2 the scoreline in Drago's favour at this moment in time in their third matchup. And these best of 5s. So Jack still applying the pressure heavily to Samir. So I will refresh that for you guys. It looks like he is pushing it plenty, and he has taken his hat trick. That's 3-0 the lead now up top. They're doing fantastic work here. However, at the bottom, the power struggle is real. Mitchell caught in the defence at the moment, not getting much opportunity to attack, so we can't close this gap. That's an unfortunate miss there. Drago will capitalise on this, so you can't make many of them. Really nice clear. There it is. So he will get the ball back towards the halfway line. Drago's already there, ready to deny it. Oh wow, this is an awful tussle here, just outside of the orange goal. Running out of time. Time is easily in Drago's favour right now, and it looks like he will take this game and take a 2-1 lead overall in this matchup. As he's running out of time. Up at the top, on the other hand, we're coming up to the 2-0 marker on the clock. 6-0 now to Jack, who I'm getting afraid to take my eyes off in this match because he's a goal-scoring machine. It's middle clearance though. He's not going to score one just yet. Now heavily in the blue half, so he's got to get the cross in to get it past Jack at the same time. Jack ready all the time for the counter. Tries to retain possession. Just getting a bit out of position though. It's getting a bit awkward. So Drago has taken that second match, or the third match rather, to establish a 2-1 lead there, and now this counts for that. There's too much awesome happening on all these screens that they just can't take it. So there we go, Drago's back, and for the time to be back, he's already on the offensive. So we're going to back off. Oh, he's seeing the opportunity and he'll take it. Ball's going to come picking off. Mitchell will be there to try and stop it, and he will get the second hit. He'll over me on the third, so Drago's going to take it back. I think quite get the landing he wants, so he's going to back off and reassess the situation. Oh, there's the overcommitment again. So I think the pressure's starting to show at the moment. No knows he has to win this one. If Drago takes this, then Drago's through to the finals, and that's all there is to it. Now, this is a good position. Didn't have the rocket boost to finish up on his second jump. Up at the top now, 6-1 the scoreboard. And Jack denying Samir any hope of getting through this. 40 seconds left on the clock. There's the demolition coming through to stop the 7th going in for Jack. Samir saying, no, you've had enough. I don't think you deserve any more. And if you do, it's because you've got to work for it. Last 30 seconds on the clock for those guys. On the other hand, at the bottom, just over a minute in, and Drago takes the opening goal in this next matchup. It's of course the 4th game between these guys, so it could be the same scoreline as they faced in the final if Drago takes this. Or of course it could be a fantastic upset if Mitchell comes back and wins, which will of course mean that Drago will not be able to fight for his title as the singles winner in our previous tournament. So, starting off the next goal, 2-0 up now Drago, and only needs to survive it for another 3 minutes to find himself in the finals. So, there we go. The top match has finished up and it has gone in favour of Jack, who does win 3-0. And really well played by those guys. We'll switch up and go to the 2 screens now, and I'll update the names. So bear with me just 1 second and I'll do my best to make sure this is all sorted, because I know they're wrong at the moment, so forgive me. There we go, that's better. Now we're up to date. So here we go. Josh will confirm his place in the finals. Jack rather. Apologies Jack, I did warn you, I might get tongue-tied. Samir of course will be the first of our 3rd place matches.
Oh my god.
So 2 on the score though. Mitchell trying to clear it back, but Drago on the ball and leading his half. Shut down heavily. Mitchell just thrown off of that potential shot by Drago's car being flung towards him at a fast pace. Sometimes missing the balls enough to throw your opponent off. It's really hard to know whether to commit to the shot or to go for the counter. Possibly one of the most difficult decisions to make as a Rocket League player. So here we go, Mitchell on the aggressive. Oh wow, straight off of the ball, and he does get a dink to deny the ball crossing over the goal. Oh, and now off the bar. Drago's goal being rattled a couple of times now in the pursuit of the goal that will tie up this game, which Mitchell of course desperately needs to happen, because he needs this to be a win to take it into a deciding matchup. And there's only a minute 20 left on the clock, so he's running out of time to do this. Doesn't quite manage to get the clearance, so Drago's still going to be on the attack. Wasted a bit of boost there. Will be denied the opportunity to approach the goal. Yep, using his camera to his advantage, stops and times his reply fantastically to slow down Mitchell, and then with the defensive response as well to hit it heavily back into the blue half on the left wing. It's now going to bounce in favour of Drago. He's going to get it, and he is going to beat Mitchell on his near side post and increase the lead to 3-1. 50 seconds left on the clock. It is down to Mitchell now to pull this back. He's got to attack now, he's got to attack hard, and he's got to attack fast. He needs conviction. So not quite the clearance he wanted. Drago's going to say thank you very much, that's a nice easy game. Almost considering a rage quit there. Don't forget bro, you live over the internet, don't do it. Be a good sport. Nobody liking that. So, here we go. 4 on the scoreline, 40 seconds left on the clock. Just over 10 seconds per goal. Can he do it? It's possible. We've seen 2 or 3 goals scored either in sort of 12 seconds, so... Oh no, Mitchell! What is it with you and these own goals, bro? There it is, he's conceding. You know, at that point, I'm not sure I blame him. Really unfortunate. It's not for Mitchell, not today. So what we're going to see now is we're going to see Drago face off against Jack in the finals, and then we're going to see Mitchell face off against Samir in the third place match. So bear with us, we'll get everything set up and I'll be right back. Thanks again for your patience, guys. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the moment. We are going to go live to watching what will be the finals in the top half of the screen and the fight for third place down at the bottom. So, Drago versus Jack up at the top. Drago, of course, now only 3 wins away from retaining his title as the Noobz champion of Rocket League in both the doubles, which he already has done, and now the singles again for a second time. So this is it again, a grudge match. He's got to play against his other nemesis from the doubles final, Jack, after beating his partner Mitchell, who's now competing for third place versus Samir down at the bottom. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. And I don't know about you guys, but I am excited to see how this plays out. We're going to follow it all the way through, both games. I'm going to go, just keep trying to cast both games, and I'm sorry if it gets confusing, but when you've got 4 guys all doing awesome stuff at the same time, I've got to talk quick to get it all out. I get tongue-tied regularly, so I can only apologise more and more every time. So, down at the bottom, we've got Samir waiting to see if they're ready. Yep, we're getting thumbs up. They're all good to go. So, yep, there we go, confirmed as well. We're going to be going in. Got a little bit of an issue down on Noobz 7 there on Mitchell's screen, so I'm just going to reset that. And there's so much awesome going on. Can't keep up. Here they go. Matches are on. 4 seconds between them at the moment, but obviously with goals pausing the time, that will change very quickly. So, up at the top, Drago fighting for his title as the Noobz Rocket League champion versus the contender Jack, who lost to him in the doubles. So he's going to look to rectify that here, and that is not a good start for him. Rather, that is a good start for him. Wow, now what's Jack going on up at the top versus Drago? Huge mistake by Drago. That's just not seen. Drago's been a bit shaken tonight in the singles. It's not been on the form that we've seen him play in the last one. He's still dominating, but there are just little cracks appearing. And again, Jack now really forcing the issue, taking an early 2-goal lead, and that's within the first half a minute. So here we go, these 2 players, really both aggressive in their gameplay, but also fantastic and quick rotations around the map to get on the defensive. Down at the bottom now, we've got Samir trying to creep the ball in. Oh no, just brought to the line by Mitchell, denied. And back on the offensive now, he's going to get the ball off of the wall, he's going to get the shot, it will be denied by Samir. Fantastic positioning, really great defending. Mitchell back off now, go for the retake. Here we go, there it is, there's the retake now. Jack up top about to put his third in, and does, really establishing an early lead now. And there's the setup, there's the plonk in, and that's the deadlock broken. So, down at the bottom, Mitchell takes the early lead for third. And Jack almost quite literally running circles around Drago there for a split second. And it's already Drago to stay focused and pull this back. But at this moment in time, the ball's just falling in Jack's favour. When you're a one-man army, there's not always anything you can do about it. So he's going to commit. Drago's going to wait on the cross, but here comes a delicate little dribble. Let's get a touch on it. Jack's going to slow down the progress, but Drago will follow it up with a heavy push. Down at the bottom now, Samir back on the ball. In Mitchell's half. Mitchell does try and clear, but Samir's come out in a better position. Went for the juggle. Didn't quite come out on top of that little skirmish. Does try and deny Mitchell's push. It has slowed him down considerably as a result. Mitchell ends up to the better end of it. He's hurled towards the goal, and he does manage to knock it in to establish a 2-0 lead. 3-1 now up top. Drago does pull one back. There's still all to play for, almost halfway through their game. Just over halfway down at the bottom here in the 5 for third. Again, these are best of 5s, so we will be seeing the first to 3 take the victory. What a fantastic chip off the start there by Samir. He takes satisfaction in that one. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but hasn't that man got a fantastic head of hair? Look at that. That is an impressive display right there. I am jealous, especially since I'm losing mine. But no hard feelings, bro. I respect your hair because you respect mine. Back to the action. 2-1 the score at the bottom now, so Samir's established himself on the pitch. He's put one in the back of Mitchell's net and he's going to try and go for another. Scoreline now increasing again at the top. 4-2 in Jack's favour. The deficit is still 2 goals. Despite Drago's attempt at a comeback, but they're just over halfway through their first game now. And it's Jack who's on the attack again. He's going up the ball, gets a fantastic aerial hit there to push the ball away from the back of his net. And he's going to go on the offensive. Very quick to return, he's going for the dribble. Jack will deny. That was really aggressive use of the boost there while the ball was caught on his bonnet, and it almost worked out in his favour. Jack trying to match shoot and go for a dribble himself. Drago will deny, get on the return. Oh no, there was nothing he could do about that. Fantastic jump, just not in the right position. Drago will close the deficit down to 1. Back down at the bottom now, we can see that Mitchell has established a 3-1 lead, keeping that 2-goal deficit hanging over Samir. Samir's going to have to work on that to get himself back into the game. At the moment, struggling to keep the ball out of his half. It's not going to work out in his favour. The goal deficit will increase to 3 in favour of Mitchell now. Back up at the top. Drago has managed to close the gap down. It is 3-4 the score at the moment, and he's pushing towards Jack's goal. Not quite the push he was looking for. Ball slowed down the clear, but Jack was ready for the counter and has established a huge push back down towards Drago's goal, where he's going to get the ball and miss the bounce. Drago's trying to pick up some boost and then go on the offensive. Here he comes now. It's going to be a good bounce off of the ball. Jack gets a little touch on it, and that's really worked out in his favour. And there's the touch that's going to give him that 2-goal cushion again. 4 on the score down at the bottom. Mitch was put another one away. Less than a minute left on their clock. Just over a minute left on the clock at the top. Wow, deadlock in the middle there. I would hate to be driving those cars in that scenario. I think that would be guaranteed whiplash. There would be no more gameplay for the day if this was real life. Oh no! Jack's managed to plonk it off of the wall into the back of Drago's net, established a 3-goal cushion now. Last 30 seconds down at the bottom, still all to play for. Samir desperately trying to get through this defence that Mitchell is proving to be tricky. Isn't giving him any quarter. Oh, it will trickle in there, and that's a consolation goal right there for Samir. But it won't be enough because I don't think he's going to score another 2 in 8 seconds. So, no smiling down at the bottom, a bit more serious up at the top. 7-3 the scoreline now. Jack really establishing his presence here early on in this fight for first place. So, you can see the bottom half has concluded. The first game will go to Mitchell. They will go straight into their second matchup. 30 seconds remaining up at the top of the first game to fight for first and second. And it's very much in Jack's favour. At the moment, just keeping the ball in Drago's half, not allowing him to get the space that he needs. An aggressive little dink there. He figured if I can't get the ball, I'll just take the player. I think there are no red or yellow cards in this game, because I think that definitely would have been a foul. Had we been playing with feet, legs, and bodies on the pitch. There we go, 8-3 now, 1 second left on the clock. The first round will definitely go to Jack versus Drago. Second game starting up now at the bottom, and we can see that Mitchell's taken an early lead, only 15 seconds in, so a really nice deflection there onto the post and then the barrel roll to finish it off. That could have gone wrong if he had dived the wrong way, and that would have been easy enough for Samir to clear, but luckily Mitchell's I don't think he's feeling the pressure as much as he did in the semis. I think the relief is off now. He still wants that third place prize. Everyone wants to be a renowned Noobz champion here at the lab. Clearly the best title anyone has ever had in the entirety of any sport. So, here we go. Mitchell on the attack. Does manage to get past this. Maybe it's a touch on it. It does send it off the course that Mitchell intended it to go. Loses out on that aerial match for a second time. Mitchell now just trying to get into position. Samir will make the comeback to save it from his goal line. Not this time though. It looks like no. It will be a second goal for Mitchell, who will continue to improve his lead. Drago versus Jack Stein up there, second match now, 20 seconds in, and still nothing so far from them. The deadlock will be broken, but by who, we'll have to wait and see. So a slower start this time by Samir, who has noticed, and well played to time it and tickle it right past Mitchell and open up the scoring for himself. Very casual, little jaunt down into his half, one tap, the second tap to beat him, and just slot it into the bottom left hand corner comfortably. But again, he's going to take it nice and chill. He'll take that second touch, but this time Mitchell's wary of the second touch. Looks like Samir was as well. He was ready for a third touch potentially before Mitchell would have been, but it seems that wasn't the case, as we can see. 2-1 the score down at the bottom now in the second game, just over a minute in. Same for up top, just over a minute in, but this time no score to speak of as of yet. Until Drago just puts the ball out of Jack's reach to open the scorer. 1-0 to him now. 3:42 left on the clock. There'll be more goals before we see that match. Still 2-1 down at the bottom. Ball heavily into Samir's half, but he's going to get it clear. He takes a knock for his troubles, but will get a second touch. Unfortunately, that knock did centre him out of sync with the goal. He still retains possession though in his opponent's half, although he's just not getting towards his. And that's worked out in Mitchell's favour. He's got to cross it. The knock will be there, but it's not enough. He's going to end up in his goal. Does manage to turn around. Mitchell just picked him to the post to score his first hat-trick this game. Just 2 minutes in. So he won the score at the bottom. Now 1-0 at the top. Jack equalises. And still just over 3 minutes left on their clock. So they are scoring regularly. Mitchell at the bottom putting another one past Samir. And they're having a good laugh about it. Samir shakes his screen. A bit of dismay there perhaps, but what can you do but keep soldiering on, my friend, keep going. Who knows, you can score 5 in the blink of an eye and totally turn this game around in your favour. Just over halfway through that match now, just coming up to halfway at the top. You see Drago pick up the ball in his half, is hurtling towards the goal, he's dribbling it, trying to fake out Jack. Jack doesn't fall for it, does get the denial in there, and the second save off the line. Again with these epic saves, Jack's really pushing it. The limitations on how far can you go before it's too late. He's going to try and clear the ball, that was awkward, but oh wow, fantastic bicycle hit to deny Drago with potential lead there. Really doing well, the face of concentration is real right now. You can see on Jack's camera, a lot more chill down at the bottom. Mitchell really establishing himself, 5-1 the scoreline now. And it looks like he's going to take a comfortable 2-0 lead after this. Unless Samir does something to all 4 goals out of his hat. Perhaps one more, either in regular time or overtime. It's a little bit of trouble over this kind of goodness. It's just gratuitous at this point, I think. You know, when you score 6 or more, and your opponent's only got 1 or 2 to them, and you establish more of a 4-goal lead, and it's going to have to be at your kind of company. 3 goals, yeah, doable. 2 goals, definitely not comfortable. 1 goal in Rocket League, no, you're not safe at all. 7 left now the score at the bottom. 2 all up at the top. The 2 guys fighting for first place, really tussling it out in this second game. Fantastic watching for you guys. Ian voting up Samir, throwing some salt down for his man. So Mitchell was good, but Samir's got some rep from him, Jim. And Ergen Donkey 8120, thanks for joining us, guys. Roosted, that's some cold comments there in the chat, but that's what you guys feel, then who am I to judge? You are entitled to your opinion, that's why we're here. We love your feedback, keep it coming. Thanks for joining us. So at the moment, if you are just joining us, the top half of the match, you can see Drago versus Jack. This is the fight for first and second place. Samir versus Mitchell at the bottom is the fight for third. These guys lost their semi-final matches respectively, but did put on a fantastic show. And Drago won the semis with his partner Andrew against Jack and Mitchell, who had to unfortunately take a humble second place. So this is a grudge match for Jack. And it was for Mitchell, who unfortunately lost to Drago in his semi-finals in the singles. As we can see though, 9-2 was going on with that little tap in, and just under a minute left in their clock. Pretty safe to say that this is going to be a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 for Mitchell. Really close going between Drago and Jack still there, 45 seconds to go, only 1 goal to save them. He's going to tie it up, look at that, left open, 4 all apiece, 40 seconds left on their clock. Wow, this is going to get intense. It's off the chart, is it? Oh wow, you guys are like chickens. So, see what you're saying, the face is a lot more serious then. But can't blame him. I think it's just a case of, you know, in 1v1s it's very much your playstyle either complements someone or it rubs against them, and in this case Mitchell's playstyle is rubbing against him. I mean, I do feel that he's going for a lot of punches. I don't think he's just feeling it tonight. He's not getting them, but he's still smiling, he's still taking him on the chin, so you've got to give him that much. 10-2 the score at the bottom, and now Drago in the lead with a 1-goal lead and only 10 seconds left in the clock. The ball's heavy in Jack's half. This is his last chance at an attack. What can he do? What's he going to do? Oh, 5, 4, 3. He's touched it in. He's got it in with 3 seconds to spare and tying it up. It looks like they're going to go overtime for the second game there. Ball's going to not happen down at the bottom anymore. So it will be 2-0 to Mitchell in the fight for third. He is now 1 more win away from taking that third place prize away from Samir. Samir's now got to win the next 3 games on the trot to pull it back. So, oh dear. So it seems you guys feel like Samir's not pulling his weight as much as perhaps he said to you he would. That's a shame. So I can't honestly comment on that. I don't know him. This is my first time meeting him and watching him play. He has had some good moves. If you guys missed out earlier to see him get to this point, he did have some good plays, but I really do feel like Mitchell's playing style is really working against him. Jack with the easy tapping up the top to take on a 2-0 lead over previous champion Drago, who now needs to win the next 3 matches in a row, the same as Samir down at the bottom. This is intense. I've never seen Drago in such a position before. The last tournament he really dominated. But like I said, it doesn't feel like he's as comfortable tonight in the singles. He seemed perfectly with it in the doubles. The singles are costing him. Anyway, third game starting off on both sides. Samir already having to defend heavy. He is about to go on the attack, and we'll see what he can make of it. Awkward interception there. Just left him out of position. There wasn't much he could do about that. That was an unfortunate flip. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's cost him a goal at this point. He's having banter with Mitchell, so he's still laughing at least. That flip did catch him. I think he jumped the first time, expecting a double tap, and didn't press it down, and then when he did, it took him by surprise. So, here we go. 1-0 to Mitchell, and still 0-0. One of them's about to change. 1-0 to Jack, who is very, very close to establishing himself as a fresh Noobz champion of the singles league, and will earn himself a very tasty cash prize, which is what is awaiting first place at this moment in time. So, wow, quick second one to go in past. There you go, and really him to pull it back. As the current Noobz champion, there is a lot of pressure riding on him, considering he is 2-0 down. So, this is getting interesting. 2-0 at the bottom as well to Mitchell. Just not getting all the way he needs it. But he's getting up the other end so well. That's really unfortunate. 3-0 to Mitchell now. And here we see Drago up at the top on the attack. The bounce is going to work out in his favour. He's going to quickly turn around. Can he get back in position? No, he's just going to go the wrong side of the post. He is going to stay aggressive and get the ball back off the wall. Denied by Jack though, he will steal it from him as he just drifts past it. So here we go. Oh no. Unfortunate, Jack. That was really, really unlucky. I thought your flip was going to pay off then, bro. We're losing his cool there off the ball. We'll give the ball away. And there comes the rocket jump. Oh no, so close. He almost denied him 3-0 the score up the top. In the meantime, Mitchell really pushing the issue down at the bottom. 5-0 the score down there. 3 minutes left on their clocks. And I'm pretty sure this is going to go the way of Mitchell. So it's just gratuitous at this point for him to keep scoring goals. Samir already back on the defence. Ball is in front of him, overcommitted. This is Samir's chance. What can he do? Not much all the time. Mitchell's coming in aggressive like that, stealing the ball away from him. And it will drop down again, straight from the line. Have a little dink, he says. I'm not going to be able to catch up to them. There we go, 6-0. Scoreline at the top now, 3-1. Drago manages to put one in the back of the net. Can he continue to pull it back? It's halfway through the game. 1 minute 15 and a goal easily achievable to bring it back to a tie. It's definitely doable. At this moment in time, Jack is just pinching it. Every single one of these challenges, and it works out in his favour. Great defence there, hard push against the wall to get the ball back out to the middle. Jack will get there first. Drago's going to have to be forced to get back into his defensive position. He just doesn't have any choice. He's going in for the early defence. Will beat Jack to that. Will continue pushing up towards the right-hand wing. Hopefully, try and do something about the scoreline. No, he doesn't quite get the touch that he wants. Jack will go back on the attack. 6-1 scoreline at the bottom as we rejoin in Mitchell's position. In Samir's half. Just dribbling the ball over Samir. 7-1 the scoreline now. And there we go. So up at the top we just missed Drago closing the gap. Nim's in the background, you can see watching this game. He's been biting his nails, I think. So really unfortunate for poor old Nims to get knocked out early, but I think he's enjoying spectating a lot more. And hopefully learn a lot more, because he does love to increase his gaming knowledge. So we expect to see him more often in the future. Anyway, back to the action. Jack now on the defence as he gets pushed by Drago. Not heavily enough, that's going to work out in his favour. He will take that second touch. Not going to work out. We'll get the response though. Drago is ready. Positioning between these two guys up at the top is phenomenal. They really do have great game sense. And that's why it's being tight. On the other hand, 8-1 the score at the bottom. A minute and 15 left on the clock for them. At this moment in time, it's all down to Drago to score one more in the next 35 seconds. Otherwise he's going to lose his title. And we will see a huge upset here in the lounge. I certainly didn't expect this to happen. His first tournament here with us, so he came in unseeded. Drago was the top seed for both the doubles with Andrew and the singles as he took them last time. But there it is, 12 seconds left on the clock. The goal deficit now is in favour by 2 to Jack, and it looks like we're going to have a new champion here at the lounge. Samir taking one back. Cheeky little dribble and the second tap in. I'm not sure if Mitchell was sure what to do there. So there you have it. Your finals have been concluded. Jack does beat Drago. Huge upset. The champion has been knocked from his throne into a humble second place. Still very respectable second place, but when you've been on the top, there's no place like it. So let's hope the next time both of these guys come back for our new champion Jack to reserve his place and see if he can retain it, and for Drago to see if he can reclaim his crown. That will be an interesting matchup, to guarantee it. Anyway, we'll just conclude down at the bottom here. 23 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a 3-0 victory to make sure he will take third place. Condolences to Samir. good on you for carrying on. Good sportsmanship. It's unfortunate. Another double-digit scoreline from Mitchell there. 10 seconds left to go. We'll see it conclude. We will, of course, then close down the stream so that we can present these guys with their prizes. Well earned by all. By Mitchell. Oh my goodness. Is there any stopping this guy? He may not have made it to the finals, but he sure has given us a good show for third. So, I know. He had a bit of a salty moment earlier. He did have a bit of a rage quit in the doubles, which was unfortunate. Condolences to Josh for that. I can only apologise for you, your experience, but there it is. That is the conclusion. So, what I will say is, guys, thank you very much for joining us. I really do appreciate your company, and I hope that you've enjoyed what you've been able to see here in our second Rocket League tournament at the Noobz Gaming Lounge in Margate. I really want to thank you guys for spending your time with me and for joining us in the lounge if you're here now. So I'm going to head off because I'm flying solo tonight and I've got to go and present the prizes, so we will skip out on the interview sadly. But thanks for joining us. Stay tuned because we will definitely be having our third Rocket League tournament next month here at the lounge. So if you don't want to watch online, you are more than welcome to come and join us here. We've got sofas, come and grab a seat, watch the action live, watch it all unfold. But in the meantime, I have been Cause and Effects. This has been Noobz TV, and you have been watching the second live Rocket League tournament here at the lounge. Enjoy your evening and peace out.